Okay, here's a loose end to try to tie up. Hey Rupert, how many lives do you have left? Okay, let's see how far we make it in here. God. Alright, one gargoyle down. I swear I drank a healing potion there. I should have buffed my weapon. That's not good. Darn it. Alright, let me try buffing my weapon and maybe two-handing the weapon. Since I wasn't blocking a whole lot there, I was mostly getting hit. Actually, for a laugh, let's try this. Okay, so we want the Ring of Blades. Don't care about this ring. Let's do... Steel Protection for physical defense. And let's do Chloranthy for sure, for stamina. And then we're going to use the Claymore. And we're going to... Yeah. Actually, can I get away with... Can I do this? Where's that soldier's ring? If I put on... I can drop the bow, I can drop this. How about this? And then we'll buff our weapon too. With lightning. Hahaha, we're ready. We're just gonna try tanking through their hits. Rupert is following me. Oh, maybe I should have worn the, Oh, I never bought the poise ring, did I, from Gavilan? Maybe I should wear that instead. Alright. Here we go. Havel versus Gargoyles. Round 1. It's not going to be pretty. That's not healing potion. armor's stupid! Okay, this armor is kind of strong. Done! Oh, that was great. That was fun. Just a tank. Look at that light. What a great effect. Just in time. Havel wins. Wow, that armor reduced the damage so much. It's like I don't even know what I've been missing. I also bought 30 firebombs in the break there. What am I wearing? Sure. Nope. This actually looks a lot like the watchtower. There is no going back. There's a bonfire out there. Southern Ritual Band. One of the secret treasures restored in Aldia. Okay, so Aldia is a place. Raises the number of spells you may attune. This modest-looking ring contains very powerful magic. To imagine what unspeakable deeds were performed to create such rings, one need only recall the cruel fates of the residents of Aldia. Allows attunement of additional spells. Congratulations on your gargoyle victory, White Phantom. Okay, wow, so I'm still in the, this is all part of the Lost Bastille, which is really big, apparently. I guess they had a lot of undead to house. Actually, let me rest here. I've used quite a few Estus. Let's see, dog. Oh, I see a bunch of dogs. And a dark spirit. This is sad. Still don't have arrows. I probably do, I just need to equip a different kind. Darn it! There we go. Oh! We had similar ideas. Nope. Oh, you jerk. None of that. Vorgol the Sinner. And a key. Ooh. A steel key. Enchanted sword. A standard curved sword. Each slash of the curved sword does less damage than a straight sword, but can deal a series of hits in flowing succession. The sharp blade is effective at causing bleeding, but is soon dulled. So it has low durability, but bleeding. And this one is enchanted. Which means... I guess it does magic damage? No, it doesn't. It does bleeding and physical. But it scales D with intelligence, I think. No, with magic. Key to the cells of the Lost Bastille. Long ago, a Bastille lord, driven to desperation by the rapid spread of curse across the land, began to see each subject as a carrier of the blight and locked them away in droves. This entire Bastille was turned into a prison and left abandoned to rot with its prisoners. I wonder who the lord was. Doesn't say what happened to the lord. Okay. So what could that key open? I don't remember there being any locked doors in the Bastille that we haven't already opened. Because there was the antiquated key door. Key to the cells of the Lost Bastille. Yeah, where were there cells that were locked? Oh, what about by Stred? Or Strayed? Probably Strayed, isn't it? Alright, I gotta do something about this arrow situation. Got iron arrows and poison arrows.
Very good indeed. My power is yours. Let it serve your desire.
That's a cell that's locked. Anything new? Pursuer, Flexile Sentry, Last Giant, Belfry Gargoyle. The Gargoyle Bident. The Joe Bident. A two-pronged spear that imitates a weapon mentioned in an ancient text. Gargoyles are said to guard castles and forts from ill fortune, and they have appeared in many forms in all the great lands throughout history. Some of them are so meticulously crafted that they look as if they might come to life. Some of them do come to life. Dragon Rider, Skeleton Lord, Covetous Demon, Chariot Lance, Twin Blade, we've seen these. Okay, so the only new one is this. And it has scale C with strength. And it does physical damage only. And it's kind of heavy.
Feeble cursed one. Let's hope the magnificence of my spells does not deter you.
Oh, right, you saw spells too. I'm not going to use them, but I want to read the lore.
This is a very
There we go, these are new. Toxic Mist. The poison gradually erodes the target's body, inflicting damage all the while. Whoever created the spell did not believe his enemies deserved a swift death. And an equipment-eroding acid spray. Does not directly damage foes, but eats away at their equipment instead. Yet another pyromancy inspired by perniciousness. Royal Rat, Vanguard, and Authority.
feeble cursed. Let's hope.
There we go. We have a way forward. And a petrified dragon bone. Beautiful. And we go to a ledge. A ledge that we could already get to. What a bummer. There's a bonfire up there. There were locked doors down here, too, actually. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of doors in here. I wonder if this still counts as part of the Bastille. That's new. What does a malformed skull go under? I should have looked at the item, at the icon. Let's say it's an item. It's a weapon. The skull of some unidentified creature. Swing as a great hammer to use as a weapon, possibly the skull of a dragon. A rare specimen, likely too rare to be swung about willy-nilly. $245 base damage. Holy cow. Requires 35 strength. You're just hitting people with a skull. Wow, that's got some serious base damage on it. There's one more of these things. like that. $1,187 damage. I love that extra digit. There we go. Fire seed. Okay. I don't really get what opening that door does. Could already go through this one. But I guess it's open. I guess that you don't have to run by those rooms and get all of those little guys on you. There were doors on either side here, too. And a treasure behind the one over there. Huh. It's like a pipe with, like, grease. Yeah, clearly wet. I'm leaving footprints. There's no torch. There's no fire near here. There we go. What does that do? I guess it lights those. Oh, does this help you read these, Maybe this helps you read these messages. That looks like almost like it says Karen. And that says Manus. Right? Or it could have said Manus, maybe? Something A-N-U... Karen. Maybe Artorias. It's really long. It's got the A there. That just says rich. I know. They're in, like, a different language, probably. But it looks like Sierran. Or Karen, sorry. Looks like there's just, like, 3 or 4 messages repeated. This one doesn't have any heading. This is a really long one. Well, there you go. That's my theory. I'm not really sure how those names would relate to the Lost Sinner, because the Lost Sinner seems to be more tied to the Witch of Izalith than to Manus. Alright, let's repair rings.
I knew.
Oh, I need one more petrified dragon bone to get a better bow. You're gonna need a bigger bow.
I'll be around.
Okay.
Bearer, see, lest.
I'm gonna go to 30 dexterity, and then I think I'm gonna bring vigor up to 30 next. I wonder how the Havel's armor would fare in the Mytha fight. It doesn't have a good poison resistance, but I think I'm pretty much getting poisoned no matter what I wear. My strategy hasn't been to prevent the poison, it's been to heal through it. So the armor might, make me take so much less damage from the boss's swings that I can actually heal through the poison, maybe. Let's give it a shot. It's been a while since I've gone there. Also, I'm not really sure which other way to go. If 9 Estus flasks isn't enough, then I'm just gonna die. Oh, I could have used all those souls and probably gotten another level. Let's put on some kind of weapon buff, like lightning. I've got a much better sword than the last time I tried this. I'm not going to need the binoculars, so I can lose that weight. Let's do Havel's armor and Havel's feet. And then let's take this off and put on this soldier's ring. I'm wearing it. 70. Is that enough? Yep. Okay. This'll do. I need to buy arrows. Darn it. Buy more arrows. I just missed. I just totally missed. I would really like to wear this, even though the recovery is so small on it. Like every little bit of health. If I could wear that recovery ring, wherever the heck it went. This one. That puts me overweight. And I don't know if the recovery... Well, let's try the recovery. Okay, this'll do. And... go. Wow. I thought I used a healing potion, but I think maybe it got interrupted. I think her tail swing interrupted my potion. I heard, like, the drinking sound, but I didn't get any of the benefits of it. Oh, and I completely forgot to use the, I completely forgot to use the lightning buff. God, that swing's so annoying. I didn't have time to use the buff this time. I'm gonna die here. Done! My heart is racing so fast right now. When I was like halfway through that fight and I had like 2 healing potions, I thought there was no way I'm winning this. Alright. We've beaten Mytha, finally. Did we get a soul from her? Soul of Mytha, the baneful queen, who lives in the earthen peak. The queen sought the king's affection, even poisoning herself to attain beauty, despite the... The queen sought the king's affection, even poisoning herself to attain beauty, despite the monstrous consequences, all for the compelling madness known as love. Use the special soul of the queen, blah blah blah. And somebody just died. And they're trying to run through the poison after me. You deserve it, you jerk. Okay. We have a way to go. This armor is so good. So let's say that calls this if it's not here. I didn't look for a treasure on the way up. I know there have been some lifts so far where you get treasure. Okay. Going down. That was a really long elevator. Where's this room? I thought I was like at the top of a building. I guess that fight wasn't at the top. Wait a minute. I'm very confused. Didn't I just fight Mytha at the top of the Earthen Peak, which was like a castle in like a poison mining fields? Like I was at the top of a building. And then I took an elevator like way, way up. This did go up, didn't it? Yeah, now I'm descending. Sorry, this is going to be a long ride, because I'm going to have to take this up again. I should have looked for a bonfire up there. Yeah, this just went straight up. But that doesn't make any sense. Where is this? There shouldn't be like a huge stone square tower. I mean, I didn't see one from outside. I'll have to go back there and look. Let me try to find a bonfire there. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Treasure. And a bonfire. Okay. So I went into that building from, like, down there, behind that windmill. And I know I was in that building because that ledge right there, I was on it. That's where I met Gilligan. And that kind of, like, there was, like, a railing on there. And that was the windmill I was looking at. So, after that, I went up a ladder, and I fought, like, the Grave Wardens and, like, the Desert Sorceresses, and there was a secret room. So, I think it makes sense that, like, I wasn't fighting Mytha up there. I was fighting Mytha probably, like, maybe around, like, there. Because it wasn't that much higher than that walkway. So let's say I fought Mytha there. So it does make sense that there could be like a square tower with an elevator going up to, like, up there. But how does that explain there being a giant fiery castle? Like, that's not disappearing into the clouds. That's like a top of a building. It's like... This doesn't make any sense. This is very un-Dark Souls. It's like I'm being magically whisked away to some other place. Welp. I don't like that. I like kind of knowing where I am in the world.